Greetings. What's up, y'all? Hey, it's so nice we decided to do it twice. We going live with another Q&A, baby, to help y'all get ready for the summer. Summer's almost here. What you gonna be looking like when it gets here? All right. So before we get into it, just as a gift to you guys for pulling up, right, for coming to the live Q&A, got some free goodies for y'all, man. Who don't like goodies? You know what I'm saying? I know Sierra made a whole song about that shit right back in the day. Some of y'all too young for that. But anyway, inside the comments, inside the description, there is a link to a free guide. It's called the Simple Six Pack System. It's my secret hacks to help you get a six pack before summer gets here. All you gotta do is hit the little button. It's completely free. Go check it out, man. Without further ado, let's talk about y'all, man. First and foremost, who we got in the building? Who's in the building? Who's ready to get ripped? We got Philip, right? LMS 39, right? That should sound like a address. you know. Hello. Who else we got in the building? Who else is here? Oh yeah, the chat is still loading up for me. Chat's still loading up. Who we got? Who we got? Yo, Tahir says, what up? Greetings, Tahir. Sean, what up? Live streaming on YouTube on a weekday, keeping you big as hell. That's what I keep hearing. How do I get 300 grams of protein? Why the fuck would you want to get 300 grams of protein, man? How who gave you that advice, man? Like what's the purpose behind that? Because I don't know if that's the best approach to take. Uh Raymond Felton is on here. Oh shit, man. Charlotte Bobcats legend Raymond Felton is in the building, man. I have ascended to a different level of royalty, celebrity if Raymond Felton pulled up. The homie James Shepard, you know, as they would say, the Lord is what? Somebody Shepherd. James Shepard says, do you ever drink alcohol? Very rarely. You know, it's a rare occasion because of what Raymond Felton's talking about, man. You know, drinking alcohol will keep you big as hell for sure. But when I do, man, I drink hard liquor, man. Some of these motherfuckers be out here drinking wine coolers, beer, wine. You know, hey, go ahead, go get that tequila for your boy. I'm gonna take this shot. I'm gonna get me to where I need to get to. You feel me? Uh, being late to the live stream, keeping you. Who's late? This was impromptu, man. I just decided to do this because I had a meeting open up. I should say a meeting slot, but yeah, that shit didn't happen. So we here. Um, Rock say, you who? Nah, man. I gave that life up, man. You know what I'm saying? There was one point in time in my life where I used to play basketball every day of the weekdays. And I just decided that I didn't want to devote the time necessary to it to actually get good at it. So I just gave up, man. I just stopped. Now that's not advice, man. If you want to, play ball and you want to get good at it, and keep practicing, man. Don't quit. But I found that wasn't my calling. Stefan Artberry, hey man, I got a bone to pick with you. What up, Stefan? But I got a bone to pick with you, man. I saw your last weigh in, bro. The fuck is that? We're supposed to be losing weight, man. What the fuck is going on over there? Uh, Thoughts on a 10-week plan? I weigh 230. Want to do 1,200 calories? Fuck you doing that for? Right? 150 grams of protein, 40 grams of fat, 60 grams of carbs. Thoughts? I think that's going to be a terrible 10 weeks, bro. I don't know if you're going to make it the whole time. And if you do, you're going to hate every moment of it. And it's probably going to come at the cost of a lot of muscle too. You 230, man, you need more than 150 grams. I mean, depends on how much lean mass you got. So I guess I would need to know more about your stats, right? Your body fat percentage. But yeah, I would probably bump those calories up incrementally. Maybe you could do that like for like a week, and then give yourself like a refeed day or something like that, where you double the calories to some degree, and then maybe go back into the deficit again for a few days, and then bump it up 4 days in, something like that. But a whole 10 weeks, 1,200 calories, that sounds awful, bro. I don't know who gave you that advice, but I would advise against it personally, man. Because you got to think, man, like from a performance standpoint, right? It's probably going to impair your ability to really train hard, pause. And if you're not able to train, that well, if your performance is impaired, then it's going to impact not only how much muscle you're able to maintain, man, but you know what kind of aggressive sort of deficit you're able to build, right? Like to some degree, the body naturally starts to pare down. I should say not pare down, settle in indiscriminately when you give it less food. So let's say you haven't been eating a lot, and you might not even think about it, but you might like sit down more that day. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it very difficult to stay, you know, uh consistent building that deficit, man, with them calories being that low for 10 weeks. So definitely I would say cycle the calories up at some point incrementally. Tahir says, how you feeling today? How's your day? Hey, I'm fucking phenomenal, man. Thanks for asking. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to you, man. My girlfriend didn't even ask me that today, man. You asked me how my day was, man. I appreciate that. Yo, Corey, what team are you going for in the college basketball tournament? I'm not going for any team, but I am originally from Michigan. So by default, I fuck with the Big Ten. Andy said, what up? Yo, Andy, what's good? How much how much body fat you got right now? None. No, I'm playing. I think my body fat percentage is somewhere between like 12 and 13%, something like that right now. 40K steps a day is wild. You'd have to walk all day. That's a fact, right? But it will guarantee success. What's the ratio of protein to body weight? Um, I don't understand that question, but I will give you an answer. You can get more specific as to what the amount of protein should be for you as you like really do your own macros. And if you need help learning how to do your own macros, y'all already know the vibes. I got that 6-pack system in the comments for you, also at the description of the video. But you go get that, man. It shows you how to like figure out how many grams of protein you need for the goal that you set for yourself. But you need a target calorie amount to be able to figure out, the protein. Now, I typically coach my clients on something called 40-30-30. We typically start our cutting phase with like 40% protein, 30% carbohydrates, 30% fats. For all you that's not nerds out here, hey, you got calories, all right? And calories are made of macros. And you just decide how much of the macros you're going to have that fit into your calories. That's all I'm talking about, right? So that's what we usually do. And typically it tends to be somewhere close to their lean body mass with that 40%. So it depends on like how fat they are. A guy that's, for example, I got some guys that's over 300 pounds on my program. And I don't have them eating 300 grams of protein. That's fucking stupid, right? But because of the ratio being 40% and me putting them on like, 2,000 calories, they end up with what? 200 grams of protein, right? So that's how that works out. Hopefully that was helpful, Melly Matrix. Hey, I just found out about this phrase, man. Melly Matrix said no Diddy. Y'all know that's the new pause? Did y'all know that? If you knew that no Diddy was the new pause, man, type no Diddy in the comments. Streaming 2 days in a row, keeping you knowledgeable as hell. Hey, bigger than big as hell knows what it is, man. He knows the vibes. You know how we get down. Not moving on the treadmill, keeping you big as hell. I want to move on the treadmill, man. But you know what I did? I trained my calves really, really hard. Pause. No Diddy yesterday, and they look tight, man. So I'm stretching them out, man. I ain't overdoing it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you get old, man. You gotta rest a little more. Lost another 25 pounds in 3 weeks. Big Luke or Lean Luke. Is that what we're gonna call you now, Luke? Lean Luke. Congratulations, man. Yo, DJ Reese, what up? DJ Reese in the building. Greetings. Saying pause. You gotta let people know, man. You have to. I have to pause myself a lot. You know what I mean? Just to be clear, just for clarification purposes, man. You know what I'm saying? Just for clarification purposes. Uh get the fruits you deserve. Hey man, Sean Carter is wilding right now, man. That's a wild thing to say. Pause. Um, what is the key to a 315 bench? You asking the wrong person, bro. I ain't never benched 315 pounds, man. I didn't live my life between 180 to 185 pounds for the past what is it going on now? 8 years. I've had no reason to want to go chase 315, man. Most I've ever hit on that bench press is about 275. And I was good with my little 2 reps of that, man. I could tell you how to program it though, because I am a coach, so I know how to actually train your central nervous system to be able to adapt to push more weight. You'd have to you have to put yourself on a periodization program, one that's really primarily focused on lifting the most weight, right? So it's not really lending itself as much to hypertrophy, right? Like, hypertrophy training is a way to stimulate the body to build bigger muscle, but you don't need necessarily to build bigger muscle to build more strength. Those two are independent variables. So one thing you can do to get up to 315 is just put yourself on a program where you bench every week, multiple days a week. So maybe you're hitting bench Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's how powerlifters will do it. And then on those days, what you do is you're just going in there to hit that bench. Maybe you start with a warm-up set, maybe somewhere between 6 to 10 reps. Then you do a nice little working set somewhere between you getting, I say, 3 to 5 reps. And then now you're just doing singles until you get to your closest to your max, right? So maybe you do a single at maybe, I don't know, maybe you at 265 or something. You do a single there. That feels good. Take a 3-minute rest. It's very specific that you take a 3-minute rest or longer because the central nervous system needs more time in between sets for you to be actually adapt and build strength. Take like 3 5-minute rest, and then maybe you go at another weight that's 10 pounds heavier than that. And then you incrementally just add weight until you get to, your max weight. Make sure you got somebody in there spotting you, or you know how to fail safely. But that's one of the methods that you can use, man. Hopefully that was helpful, Brian Turner. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your nutrition on point too. My energy levels are so bad ever since I started dieting. Austin Gray, you out here fucking up, my friend. You fucking up. Your energy levels are trash. It's because, right? Can anybody chat? Guess why? It's because your nutrition's trash, man. You missing something, right? If you are dieting, you're restricting your calories, and you're not putting certain nutrients back in, you're really doing yourself a huge disservice, right? So, for example, if you're just not out here, getting enough water, right? How much water are you drinking, Austin? Right? Do you know? Is it 4 liters, a gallon? Is it more than that? Right? Figure that out. And then if it's not a gallon or more, then you just identify what it is. You're dehydrated. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to add some electrolytes to your water. Maybe you need to actually track the calories you consume and keep it in a good manageable range so that your energy is not trash. But you, in fact, are fucking up. And if you need some help, comfortably inside the chat, Austin, and then also in the description, man, I got that 6-pack guy for free, man. It tells you how to like diet without your energy being trash and actually enjoy what you eat, because you can fit your favorite foods into your macros. So, go get that if you want. If you want some help, man. If you want to keep suffering, you ain't got to do it. Bro, so question, how much weight did you lose and how old were you? Andre Hannah, yo, I lost 50 pounds in 5 months. And at that time, I was, how old was I 8 years ago? This is what happens when you get old, man. That was 2016, so 8 years ago, I'm gonna be 33. So I was like 25. That's what I was. Damn. SEMO, what up? Austin lost 3 pounds. Body fat is around 20%. That's what's up. Philip says, "Do you fuck with Owen protein shakes?" That's not how you spell it, but yes, I do fuck with Owen, man. I got some Owen in the cabinet right now. Well, actually, no, I don't. I ran out because I fuck with him so heavy. Uh, hey, DJ Reese says, "Hey, yo, what's a good meal to break a 16-hour fast?" Yo, I personally think that the best meal is something that's high in protein and has some fiber in it too. Right. So I made a video the other day. The example that I use, DJ Reese, and anybody who wants to know the answer to this question is I just used I had some salmon that I had got with some like avocados on the side, and then I added some eggs, another, healthy cholesterol, healthy fat source. Boom. I had everything I needed. Protein, some fiber from the what you call it, avocado, right? Some healthy fats from the avocado, some healthy fats, and some protein from the motherfucking whole edge, man. That was my combination. But that's not to say that there's anything magical about that meal combination. It's just what nutrients are actually in that meal combo is what produce those type of results. So, in my opinion, that's what you should be looking for. Where's my protein? How can I get a few grams of fiber in this meal? Can I get some healthy fats, right? Like look for that stuff. And that'll be the key to getting a meal that makes sense. Now, if that was helpful, drop a flex emoji in them comments. You know the deal. What's a good, oh no. Have you ever tried almond flour for bread and chicken? More keto, won't spike blood sugar. Hey, Mark, man, uh I don't be making chicken with fucking flour on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I made a video about this, but I got something against like putting white things in my mouth. And just knowing that this flour used to be white, even if you cook it, it's like, nah, I'm good, man. So I'm good, man. I just eat grilled chicken by regular. Just make sure I season it up good, man. I don't need breading to enjoy my life, man. You know what I'm saying? I get other benefits in life other than you know eating keto fried chicken, man. What are your thoughts on no fat? Are there real benefits? I mean, I think it's some bullshit what the internet tells you about it. I do think there is some truth to the idea of just like saying no in the short term to say yes in the long term, right? So training your brain to get better at long term, gratification as opposed to short term. So that's some of y'all is addicted to the fat. So you actually would benefit tremendously from taking some time away from the fappity fat so that you can actually focus on your goals and focus on your personal development so somebody else could fap you. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's only going to happen if you actually, take the time to get better. And that's what those guys are talking about. Like focus on getting better as opposed to self gratification, but do I think it's a big deal if you do or don't? As long as you have a good handle on, your own disciplines in other areas, or you can actually discipline yourself enough to where you don't need it. If you don't need it, then it's not a big deal, you know. But some people need that separation from it so that they can actually develop the discipline, and that's where it has validity. So hopefully that helps. Hey, yeah, some of y'all know what the no diddy means. Yeah, no diddy is a wild phrase, man. Uh oh, hold on. I am way behind in the comments. Let me get caught up. Do you plan to maintain your whole life now? I mean, I'm not really yeah, I'm not really in a phase in my life where I'm looking to like build a ton of muscle. But I am looking to like, get as lean as possible for the summer for sure. I like to lean out for summer, just like most people, but it's different levels, right? Like I'm a fitness coach online. So like my standards are much higher than the guy who, just is starting out usually. So that's what I gotta say. Joseph Stalin, are your community posts AI generated? No. No. Those are all posts that I wrote. Most of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wrote like a year ago, and I had somebody on my team post them for me. So all of that shit is me. It's real pictures of me, real pictures of shit, that stories that I'm telling that I wrote. They just old, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get on my email list to see the new stories. The new lessons that I share. If you want that, just get the 6-pack system. You automatically will be on my email list, and you'll see my new shit. But yeah, that's it. Just show my naked girlfriend your live stream. Hey, third degree, that's what's up, man. Shout out to you having a naked girlfriend. That's what's up. Why do you triple space your community post sequences? I don't do that. Somebody on my team does it. I don't know why they do it, but maybe it makes it easier to read. Hey Corey, I have 2 questions. Do apple seeds help prevent cancer by eating them? What? Have you ever had apple slices? This should sound like I don't know, like somebody's like high school teacher wrote it, like apple slices. Why are we talking about now? I don't know any of those things to be true. And I didn't apple slices, man. Like, yeah, I had them when I was a child, but am I out here eating apple slices with peanut butter now? No, because I respect myself enough to have a real meal. That's some shit you put together, man, when you living in, an impoverished lifestyle, a lazy lifestyle, or you just out here with no plan. and it's just that's what was around. So you just assembled that shit. I don't live that life anyway. We eat whole apples. Absolutely. Yes, I agree with DJ Reese. We eat whole apples in this motherfucker. Why are your videos never complete? They are complete. They just not, the whole videos aren't on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, Instagram and Facebook has the whole videos. YouTube shortens their shorts to 60 seconds. In the long term, would you recommend carbs once you get lean? Yeah. Yeah, I eat carbs all the time, man. I'm a dork, to be honest. Yeah, Jose, I picked that up from that question. And hey, shout out to you, man. I fuck with dorks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of them, right? Do you eat turkey? Yeah, I'll be doing that. I'll be eating it. Yeah, I eat turkey, man. Of course. How you lose a fat neck? Pause. Yo, get in a calorie deficit, man. It's the same as losing fat anywhere else. Does a big protein intake make a difference in your muscle and strength? I know it'll make you look bigger, but does it cut muscle and strength? You don't eat a lot of protein. Uh, I think the thing is, man, like protein is what it actually helps you create new lean muscle as well as retain the muscle you already have. So, does it play a factor in muscle? Yes. Does it play a factor in strength? Indirectly, right? Kind of, right? Because you got to, if you got more muscle, you have more strength, but you don't always necessarily need more muscle to acquire new strength. Because I just said this at the beginning of the stream. Your central nervous system tells your muscles how hard to fire, and the central nervous system is actually the key to like strength. So, protein doesn't really like directly influence that. It's pretty indirect. I would say, man, like really fuel sources like carbs and fats would do more as it pertains to like helping your strength, because you'll have more fuel, because those are more fuel sources to actually, utilize once you are training. So that would be my take. Is C-Bum big as hell? Yo, I just found out who that guy was like a month ago. Um, and nah. Nah, he's a ripped professional bodybuilder. Nah, I don't think we could like legitimately call him big as hell. DJ Reese says this is a good question. What's a good question? Um, how to get huge like Batista? You got to ask him. I ain't never been huge like Batista. Um, this motherfucker's name is Mac Daddy Def Jam. That's great. Are you gay with Owen? Um, I don't understand the question, man. I don't know if I could associate myself in that way with anybody named Owen. You know, uh, how to reduce butt fat? Don't train your butt and get in a calorie deficit. How do you get so many girls? I don't know if I get girls as much as like I am very good at uh, making women feel comfortable around me. So I don't know if like get girls almost sounds as if I'm like looking to take something from them or like acquire them as if it's like a badge of honor. When nah, in reality, like I'm just myself, and they enjoy being around me. So that's that. And part of that's just I grew up around women, so I know how to talk to them. They just like us, man. They just got different sex parts, what I'm saying? And they got different feelings. Like they talk with their feelings more and shit. I want to be an online trainer. How has Brandon Carter's program helped you? This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life. I mean, if you know that I was in it, then that means his team probably sent you the testimonial, so I don't have to go over the whole shit of what I said it did for me. But just go on the website and you'll see me talk about you know what it did for me. It changed my whole life. Does hormones play a role in weight loss journey? Yeah, DJ Reese. Hormones are the weight loss process. Let me break this shit down. Right, I'm about to give y'all some game. Y'all ready? Take your pen and pad out. It's time to go to school. Right. So fat loss is a two-step process. It's one part caloric and one part hormonal. Calories, what you fuel your body with, tells your hormones what to do. And guess what your hormones do, guys? Anybody know? Anybody know? Hormones tell your muscles, cells, organs what to do. All right. So if the hormones ain't doing what the fuck they supposed to do, guess what? You ain't gonna lose no weight. All right. Now, people had this misconception though that just because they're getting older, that oh man, if I ain't losing weight, my hormones is out of whack. No, silly goose. Ain't that what people say? Silly goose. Or as I would say, motherfucker, no. What the reality is, your hormones may not function the same way they were when you was 18 and 20, but you can still lose weight. It just would require different efforts. In fact, you just have to pay more attention to the things that you were able to get away with when you were younger and your hormones were optimized. Like, so for example, right, when I was younger, because of my lifestyle, because I was always moving around, and also because, my testosterone levels was like at their peak when I was like, let's say 25, when I lost that weight. Well, I didn't have to pay as much attention to my steps count every day because I was always moving around because of the type of job I had at the time. And I also had the benefit of just my hormones being optimized for more muscle growth. And the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism is. So that's the whole shit. If you want to learn how to optimize your hormones, you really need to like get your nutrition right. And one of the things that I talk about at length in the Simple Six Pack system is how to do that. So just go ahead and download that for free. It's in the chat. It's also in the description of this video. Go get that. You want to clap? It says, where did you work before? So when I lost that 50 pounds in 5 months, I worked for a gym called LA Fitness. And I worked as a sales counselor. I was signing motherfuckers up for memberships and shit. And I was really active doing that. For you guys that don't know, when you work for a gym that, promotes getting more members, what you do is you go out to different companies, you walk around the neighborhood and you just you pass out flyers and shit, all this goofy shit, right? I look back on it now, I'm like, what were we doing? But anyway, going to different businesses, walking, meeting people, giving out flyers, giving out free guest passes. And then obviously inside the gym all day long, I was giving people tours of the gym when they came in. So I was always active. LA Fitness was keeping me big as hell, I guess. Wearing a hoodie in Florida keeping you big as hell. Yeah, I got some good AC in my apartment. Here go a good one. Lyric says, or how can you get in a calorie deficit if you're not consuming enough calories in the first place? If you're not consuming enough, you need to figure out how much is not enough, right? So you got to figure out how much you're actually consuming to know if that's true. So what's not enough? Is that 5 calories? Is that 10 calories? Is that 700? What's not enough, right? You need to figure out what that is. And then, I think it's really like whatever you figure out is that number, you need to be more active. And maybe build some muscle so you don't have to do so much work actively. You build muscle. The cool thing about muscle is it increases your metabolic rate so that your body's burning more calories all day. So if you got muscle, you don't really have to worry as much about burning calories. You know what I mean? Because your body's just doing it automatically on autopilot. Hopefully that's helpful. Lyric says, I'm a runner. And a long day, I could burn 2,400 calories because I ran 12 miles and cannot turn around and consume 2,400 calories. What are you looking to consume that amount of calories for? Like, what's your goal? If you work out during puberty, could you look like you are on gear from all the testosterone you get it? I don't know, man. Maybe. I met a guy at the gym the other day, man. He said he liked my content. I said, that's what's up, man. He asked me how old I was. I said, 32. I said, how old are you? He said, I'm 15. And this guy was like in better shape than a lot of grown ass men that I have encountered over the years, man. And he said he'd been training for 3 years, So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like, I would say maybe. It's kind of difficult to compare it to gear, but I've seen some guys who are natural who've been training 10 plus years and they was training since they were like preteen. So I think there is something to that. Consistency is everything. iOS Chris loves the consistency. Appreciate you. Lonnie, what up, brother? Lonnie says, my question is, I ate healthy to lose weight, but now I want to eat healthier as a lifestyle change. What would be your advice? Man, Lonnie, you already know what my fucking advice is, man. Did you forget the principles that I taught you? Right? Don't pretend. Don't pretend like I ain't teach you the principles. Track your calories and your macros, bro. That's how you create a lifestyle change. Because think about it. Like, if you know objectively, right, how much you need to consume to either maintain your weight, gain some weight or lose weight, then it's a non-emotional process. Literally every day, it's just like, all right, my calories are sort of like a budget, just like my bank account. I know how much I can spend without going overboard, right? And I know how much play money I got, right? You know that if you know your budget. So it's the same thing with your calories, right? Like, just aim to understand how many calories put you in what space, whether it be gaining or losing, and then look to figure out how you can eat more and more calories without gaining weight. The only way to do that is just build more muscle, right? So build more muscle so that the bandwidth of calories that you can consume safely increases gradually over time. And then, at that point, it's a lifestyle, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, I know, Lonnie. Of course, man. That's how it is when you're the best, man. People miss you. Hope all is well, bro. Get back on your fucking grind, man. Man, so the budget, okay. So I apologize. I'm gonna get you your questions. I promise, guys. But I gotta go off on Lonnie real quick because he's a former client. Lonnie, yo, it's not a puzzle, man. It's literally Figure out how many calories you need to consume to be at your maintenance to maintain. Right? Most of y'all on this stream today could benefit from this. So pay attention. Get your pencils and pads out. Right? You just take your body weight in pounds, you multiply that by, let's just say 15, right? That right there will give you something that could roughly be your maintenance, depending on how active you are. So just track that amount of calories for a whole week. And if your weight stays the same, congratulations, that's maintenance, right? If you find that right there is making you gain weight, and maybe you need to bring those calories down, right? But the way you increase the amount of calories you can consume, your budget, so to speak, you just get more muscle, man. Augustine Delgado. If you want to put on muscle but want to lose weight, do I eat 0.8 grams per pound of body weight? I weigh 160. My goal is 140, but I want to be lean and muscular. Do I go 160 pounds, 140 protein? It sounds like a good ratio. I think your expectations are ridiculous though, right? And that's not a shot at you or disrespect to you. You probably were improperly educated on how biology works, right? If you are targeting losing fat, this is not optimal for muscle growth. You may build some muscle in a deficit, but to target it is next to impossible, right? It'll be like saying, "Hey, I want to go to like the store and I want to buy some new shoes, and when I swipe my card and spend the money, I want some of the money to come back." Right? That's not that's not how it works when you purchase things, right? Like you're either spending the money or you're saving money. That's it. It's only those two. It's like that with calorie surplus and calorie deficit, right? So I think the idea that you can build some muscle while losing fat, it's not real. If you do build muscle in a deficit, you essentially got lucky. Your body essentially was able to take the amino acids and the things that you were giving it, and therefore produce some more lean muscle in that deficit. But that's not going to happen consistently. It happens to newbies, like people that I train. It's their first 4 weeks in the gym. They ain't never picked up a weight before. Yeah, they build muscle in a deficit, but it's not optimal to target that, bro. You setting yourself up for like a lot of disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's a helpful perspective, bro. Yeah, Lonnie, I got you, bro. Hamburger helper. Yo, my man's got a motherfucking hamburger with a mustache and some glasses as his thumbnail. I have a question. Have you ever met Santa Cruz Medicinals, the Red 40 guy? And the second question is, would you ever collab with him? I don't know who that is. So obviously I've never met him. Would I collab with him? If he's cool, you know what I'm saying? You know, I fuck with people who are cool. Should I be lifting heavy or doing more reps during my fat loss journey? Both. Right? You should phase through each of them. I've talked about this in videos before, but I believe in phasing. You know what I'm saying? Phase your training, man. Like do it in a way to where essentially you spend periods of time going heavy, maybe for like 3 weeks, and then the next 3 weeks maybe you go high reps, but you phase it to give your body something different. Hey, Mike Ox just gave y'all a fucking nugget. He just dropped a jewel on y'all. In the comments, he said, bulking is like stock market investing. Y'all hear that? If you're thinking about your calories or body fat, that's like money, right? Basically, what he's saying is the more muscle you have, the more investments you are accruing in the background for later abundance of wealth, right? So build that muscle, man. So body recomposition is not real. It's gonna be harder since I've been 6 years into lifting. I've been trying to do the same and lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. Yeah, the recomp is really just lose fat and maintain muscle. I think the way that it gets perpetuated on the online space is why people is fucking confused. It's not that it's not impossible to recomp. Recomp is what everybody's goal is. It's to lose fat and have more visible muscle. So really, it's maintain the muscle you already have while losing fat. That is a recomp, right? Um, really, what people like are talking about when they say a recomp is maybe you cut down and then build muscle after a certain period. So I've done this with some of my guys. We've recomped. It's like my basic program is 16 weeks, right? So the first 8 weeks we just cut. I had a guy lose like 10 pounds, right? And then the next 8 weeks we did what? Build muscle, turn the calories back up. And during that time period was him filling out his physique and putting on more muscle mass. But that first 8 weeks, we wasn't focused on muscle as much. We just focused on maintaining what we had. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know my ratio of macros, man, just get the 6-pack system, man. I'm gonna drop it in the comments again below. It's free. I talk in depth about my approach to nutrition and macros and everything. Um, oh shit, we got some questions coming through. I heard you can bench 445. Is that true? Raul Jimenez, yo, that's cap. I can't bench press 445. I can deadlift 445, right? My bench press compared to my other lifts is trash. My bench press max for everybody who wants to fucking know is more than yours. Not playing. It's 265, man. It's 265. And my deadlift max is about, it's actually it's like 445 or 455, something like that. I have to look at the old videos, but I haven't deadlifted in a few years since I had the hip injury. So I haven't deadlifted heavy in a while. But I'm gonna get back to it this summer. Yeah. I appreciate you, Raul. Can you tell the body fat percentage? Can you tell the percentage of your body fat? Yeah, you just get a body fat scale, man. You get a scale that reads your body fat. You step on there, put your motherfucking toes on there, and it reads it out. or go to get an in-body scan or a DEXA scan, or get the calipers. You know what I'm saying? Get the calipers. Can I do shrugs with 15.5s? You can. You can do whatever you want to do, man. You're a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you feel is necessary, man. Opinion on people using a belt on tricep push downs. It's a fucking joke, man. What are your thoughts on sauna sessions? I think I'm gonna have to quote Tony the Tiger on this, man. They're great. All right. I fuck with that. Free up the herbs, Trump capital punishment. I don't know what that means, but capital is good, man. When you got that money, in my circle, we talk about capital. We talk about getting money. So if you can get some more money, go do that, bro. Am I limiting my muscle building by not counting calories? Yeah, man. That's like saying, that's like saying, if you in college, right, and you want to get the best grades, am I hurting myself by not doing the homework, right? Oh man, I don't study for these tests. I just come in here and take them. Yeah, you fucking hurting yourself if you don't know what you don't even know what you doing and not doing right now, man. You just winging it. You know what this is? That's like Denise said, my body is beautiful. Thank you, Denise. You have very good taste. Like looking to build some muscle and not tracking it is like getting in your car and looking to drive somewhere you've never been without a GPS. Like you're going to get somewhere, but it just may not be where you originally intended to get to. You know what I'm saying? You seem very educated. What college did you attend? Denise, I appreciate your compliments. You must know that I am words of affirmation. I went to a college in Michigan called Ferris State University. Don't look it up. It's not impressive. It's a small college. I was impressive though. But unfortunately, I did not apply myself as much as I needed to on admissions exams for high school. So I had to subject myself to whatever was available. I love Ferris State though, man. I met some really dope people there. It was one of the best experiences of my life. What's your thoughts on intermittent fasting? Grant, you know my thoughts on intermittent fasting, man. I love it. Right? I think it's the greatest thing ever, man. I don't know why everybody's not doing it. Uh yeah. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. How many steps a day and how long of walks daily do you recommend for fat loss, Corey? As many as you can, as many as you can commit to consistently, right? I think a good standard to start with for most people is about 10,000 steps a day. That's going to put you automatically in a category of people that's more active than most. Most people just like sit in a desk all day or just drive, and it's not very much activity going on. But if you do 10,000 steps a day, I think that's like cumulatively like 5 miles or something like that. Somebody gonna fact check me, I already know. But yeah, I think like you walk 5 miles, man, as long as you're not eating like a fucking fat ass, you should lose some weight. But you got to get them calories on point. And if you get that 6-pack system I'm giving y'all for free, that'll tell you how many calories you need to consume for your goals, right? Uh my man said he going to Taco Bell. Why would you do that? uh Denise is diabetic. What do I do is fast last night and sleep. Oh shit. I lost that one. Oh, Andre just reposted my 6-pack system link. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Um, so I'm diabetic. What do I do fast and fast from night when I go to sleep and wake up, I fast until 11 a.m. That's the most I can fast. Do whatever you're able to do. You know what I mean? What you're doing right now is more than probably what you were doing before. So I would just look to use that as your marker of success and just scale it up. You know what I mean? Thoughts on gym role models for younger men using steroids and lying about it. I'm gonna take a sip of water on that because I don't really have a lot of thoughts on it. I don't know. I don't really talk about that shit a lot because what somebody decides to put into their body has nothing to do with me, right? Like other grown ass men deciding that they want to, stick a needle in their ass so they can get some extra testosterone and lift weights and then not tell people the truth. That's their business, man. You know what I mean? Like everybody has to, make peace with the decisions that they make, and whether they, decide to be 100% truthful or they keeping some shit secret to themselves, right? Like that's on them, right? I don't really think a lot about shit like that. I would just say, man, like those young guys, if I was talking to one of those young guys, I would say just educate yourself as much as you can, man. Like really learn everything you can about what you're looking to get into. If the gym is something that you want to devote yourself to, you want this to become a lifestyle, right? You want to really set a higher standards for yourself from a physique perspective as well as from a mindset perspective, so that you're more exceptional than the rest. Then you have to be the exception to the rule. And what's the exception to the rule? Be knowledgeable. Actually be knowledgeable and be consistent. Those are the two things that's going to set you apart from anybody else, especially as it pertains to being in the gym. So, just educate yourself, man. Like, some people are 100% honest, some people ain't. So the fuck what, right? Like sometimes it rains, sometimes the sun is out. Are we going to cry every time something doesn't go the way we want? I know I don't, and it gives me a lot of peace. Just like when I see people lying, right? I get a lot of peace knowing, oh, I'm about to be more exceptional with my message because I don't be out here lying. So it's cool, man. Like, but those younger guys who are out here looking to get into it, just learn as much as you can. Educate yourself, bro. And you know, just be more consistent than everybody else. You'll be good. Hopefully that was valuable content. Grant asked me about somebody asked me about Sam the other day, man. I don't have any opinions on Sam, man, because I don't think about what other men is doing. Right? You know what I'm saying? If he lift weights and teaches people how to, do things, and helps them be better, then that's what's up, man. But I don't think about that motherfucker, man. I think about how I'm gonna hit my goals and help as many people in my circle hit their motherfucking goals too. That's why I'm here right now. Um, is it ideal to hit protein intake around 190 grams with 2 large meals and 1 snack of protein bar, protein shake, or no? Alan, I like what you're doing right now. Y'all take note of what Alan just typed in the comments, man. He just typed out a whole strategy of how you hit 190 grams of protein. That's how the winners think. How can I make this goal something that I hit every day, no matter what? That's the right mentality. And the answer is whatever you got to do to hit them motherfucking macros. So if it's that, then yeah. Is it ideal to do it with, half and half, processed protein bars and shakes and whole foods? No, it's not ideal, right? But if you're not in a situation where your lifestyle permits you to eat more whole foods than processed, you just got to do what you can for right now, man. But I think at the end of the day, man, just be consistent. If that helps you stay consistent, then do that shit. This is somebody oil up and twerk. Christian, you wilding. Pause. Brian, well, yo, Corey, what's your take on flavored carbonated water? I mean, it's cool, man, but like, I mean, I don't. Me personally, I don't need a bunch of flavor in my mouth to feel good about myself, man. I can drink some shit with no flavor, man. That's not the toughest thing I do in my day. I do way more difficult things than drink flavorless liquid items. But some people, they're not tough enough to do that. So, for them, flavored water and flavored coffee might be sufficient. For me, it's not a big deal. You know, um, better be a female saying that. Yeah, that's a good point, man. But you know, you know, if people like, got to express themselves, express how you feel. I'm gonna hop over these Facebook comments and see. Okay. Once you get sugar out of your body, delete the things you told us to eat. We won't crave for sugar. Do you agree? Yeah, because you don't miss things that you start to adapt to not feel like you actually need anymore. It's kind of like a ex lover, right? Like you might talk to this person every day, at a certain phase in your life, but when you guys decide to part ways, like you get somebody new in your life, you you don't even think about that person no more, right? That's because there was a gap, that was fulfilled with something that potentially was better for you. So that's how it is with sugar too, man. Like the reason I'm not emotionally attached to like flavored drinks and shit is because I'm emotionally attached to something that's better, like being ripped, being confident, longevity, happiness, right? Like being that guy, like being better than I used to be. That shit, that flavor tastes way better than some motherfucking flavored water or coffee will ever taste. You know what I mean? Victory tastes sweeter than that. I just signed up for your program and I need to eat 1366 calories a day. All right. Well, listen, man. What's your game plan to do it? Right? What's your game plan, Anna Mary? P. Diddy was rated. It's over the mainstream. It's over for the mainstream. Better be a YouTuber. Corey, I like your vids, but I definitely pull up on you eating fruit and challenging you with my calisthenics lifestyle. Uh, all right, man. That's what's up. uh Buff and Dust says, I want a girlfriend. I think that's your problem. That's your problem. If you don't got to, if you coming off needy, bro, you're probably chasing them away. Women don't like that, man. You like you want to be with them too bad. It's kind of gross. It's like you ever had one of those people that like want to sell you some shit and they like keep hitting you up about it, it feels gross. It feels scammy. It feels like why is this person trying so hard to give me this thing? That's how it is when you like want a girlfriend so bad. Like it's just gross to them. It's like why is he what is he doing? You know, if you just focus on being like a better guy, man, they would want to be with you. You know, women are the chasers, so don't chase them. That's what Mr. Urban said. Shout out to him. That's some real shit. Uh, do you eat cheat meals sometimes? Yeah, man. I was talking to my homie, who's my new guy that got on the program yesterday. Um, man, he's gonna be mad. I forgot it. Derek. I was talking to one of my clients yesterday, and he asked me on live yesterday. He's like, "Yo, what's your favorite cheat meal?" And I said tofu by accident. I meant to say sushi. Right? Sushi is one of my favorite cheat meals right now, man. I really fuck with sushi. You know, I also like Chipotle bowls and pizza sometimes. Pizza's more rare though. Uh, hello. I need a total of 200 grams of protein. So far, I'm having problems trying to get to reach that goal according to my macros help. James, your issue is how you talking about it. You just said you trying. The fuck is that? Trying? You know what I'm saying? You either trying or you doing. Which one is it? Because here's the thing. If you loan somebody some money and you ask them, hey, yo, am I going to get my money back this week? And they said, James, I'm going to try to get it back to you. Would you be expecting that money? Guys, type in the comments. If somebody said they're going to try to get you some money back, would you be expecting it? No. Right. Right. So why say that to yourself about anything that you're trying to do something? Right. So I think that's the first step. It's like, eliminate try and say do. The other step is get a game plan, right? Like it's just like anything. Like 200 grams of protein is it's not that big of a deal, man. You just got to figure out how many meals you decide you're gonna eat in a day, right? So for example, I teach my clients something called this is some game, right? This is top tier game. Y'all gonna want to get y'all pen and pads out again. Divide the day method. What's that mean? You take the day, the amount of protein you plan to get that day, and you actually divide it by the amount of times you plan to eat. So you have to plan ahead, right? That's just the key. You can't just wing it or you're going to be out here saying you're trying forever, right? So you take your 200 grams of protein, right? And if you plan to eat 4 times in a day, that's like manageable for you. Then you just take 200 divided by 4. Boom, that gives you what? 50 grams of protein that you should eat in each sitting. So now the target is 50 grams 4 times a day, not 200. See, that's more manageable, right? Same thing as if you was eating 3 meals a day or 2, right? If you ate 2 meals a day, guess what? You got to get massive meals in, right? So how you get it, man, it's up to you. You can, do 2 protein shakes a day and 2 meals, like I tell some of my clients to do. You know what I'm saying? You just eat bigger portions of protein. But if you're having trouble with it, I guarantee like drinking some protein throughout the day will help a lot. So hopefully that was helpful. My guy, James. Yo, Corey, you want to play games? You sound like Jigsaw, man. What kind of games you talking about? I need help losing belly fat. If you need help losing belly fat, get the 6-pack system. It's in the chat for free. Go get that. I want to join your program. I might need to read that. Somebody was looking for some help from me. Dun, dun. I want to join your program, but what if I'm keto? Thanks, man. G sir. I mean, I've coached some clients on keto before. But it's tough to say, man. Like I don't even know if I actually could help you. I mean, you could apply for a call. We could see if you're a good fit. I'll drop the link below, but I can't make any guarantees. Because you know how it is, man. It's like just because we was talking about girls earlier, man. Just because you want a girl to be your girlfriend don't mean she want to be with you, right? Like, so just because, you may like my stuff, my content, doesn't necessarily mean that like I have the appropriate vehicle, the appropriate solution for your thing, you know. So my whole thing is, guys, if you need help with your fitness journey, feel free to book a call, apply to book a call with my team. I'll see if I can help. I just dropped the link in the chat, but it's like, it's not, I can't help everybody. I don't even want to help everybody, right? Some people, they come to me with different problems that I don't necessarily have a solution for. So we can test it out. Gigi says my new post is gay. What is my new post? I don't even know what it is. Can you tell me what it is, Gigi? And I could confirm or deny that statement, right? Because I don't know what it is. I literally have not posted on my own account in over a year. I make the content, guys, full disclosure, right? I approved it when I made it. I don't edit it. You know, somebody does that for me, and somebody posts it for me too. Rafal, greetings from Poland. I want to ask for advice. Almost 2 years ago, I was 99 kg, and now I'm 75, 20% body fat, 43% muscle. That's what's up. 1,800 calories. I want to build muscle. Should I still drop more fat or start to eat more? Rafal, I would lose more body fat. I would get, if I were coaching you, I would recommend get your body fat percentage 15% or less before you start the bulk. And the reason that is because you have to understand that when you go into a surplus to build muscle, you will almost certainly put on some percentage of body fat. And the reason that becomes an issue is not only if you fat, will you look fatter and you won't be able to see the muscle you building anyway, but also too, like you actually produce more testosterone when your body fat percentage is 15% or less. Right now, you're actually producing excess estrogen. Once you get above 15%, most men produce more estrogen. So you actually are shooting yourself in the foot when it comes to muscle building if you're not optimizing your hormones. And you optimize your hormones by getting that body fat percentage down, bro. Nicola says, can you please name some brands that we can get in the UK when you do shopping hacks? I wish. I'm not from the UK, man, so I don't know what y'all have. Maybe if I pull up to the UK, I'll do some content. You know what I'm saying? Next time I go out there, which is gonna be my first time because I ain't never been there. But I would have to go out there to see what y'all got to talk about it. Estrogen is keeping you big as hell. You know, Victor Wembanyama has a big a good point. Corey Webster, can you take stevia on stevia as a sweetener? Is it okay to consume? Yeah, I guess it's fine. You pulled your shorts down on a photo. Did I? I might need to look at this. Hold up. Did I pull my shorts down? Maybe somebody's pretending to be me. Oh, nah. Oh, my man's just mad because I got that V cut and he don't. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, those my shorts were definitely pretty low, but I can do that shit, man, because I'm ripped. Where's your photos at, bro? let's see your V cut, man. How about you show everybody what you looking like on your channel, man? How about you do that shit? Oh, I forgot. You don't. All right, so you talking shit. Hey, man, it's all good, baby. I did it to inspire you, man. Bryler S looking like Corey Armstrong Fitness. Yo, everybody says that about Bryler, man. Bryler's one of my most successful clients, man. He lost 100 pounds on my program. And he actually is bald too. He's just more light-skinned than me. But people think we look alike for some reason because we both bald with beards. What's your suggestion to women to lose belly fat? Same thing that I suggest for men. Getting into a calorie deficit, man. If you need some more exclusive help, get that 6-pack system. I go in detail about, how to actually formulate your nutrition around, your body and the fat that you want to lose, and then some six-pack hacks to get that six-pack down. Thoughts on P. Shelley? I don't know who that is. Yes, King Official pulled up. What up, man? How often do you work out? I work out 6 days a week. 5 to 6 days a week, but most weeks 6 days a week. Corey Armstrong, has anyone in real life ever recognized as the biggest hell guy? Yes, all the time. I want to tell you guys a story. It's a story of basically when my girlfriend, who's my girlfriend now, just became my girlfriend like a few weeks ago, but she realized I was that dude. I was at a steakhouse. We was like 5 months in and just kind of like just dating, but not like serious yet. And we was at this steakhouse called Maestro's. You know what I'm saying? If you know about Maestro's, you fuck with Maestro's, put an M in the comments, man. But we was at Maestro's, and it was like a refeed day for me. So I increased my calories, and I had a little extra room for like some bread. So I ate some of the bread, ate my steak, and after that I was good. But it was still some leftover bread, right? So then I told the guy, I said, "Hey man, can I get a box of this bread?" And he looked at me. He was like, "Yeah, but this bread gonna keep you big as hell, right?" And then I looked at him. I was like, "Yeah, but I still want to eat it anyway." and then he walked away. He boxed up the bread, and then she asked me, like, we just kind of like talking. I was like, "Did you hear what he said?" And she's like, "Yeah, big as hell." I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, that's what you be saying." And I was like, "Yeah." It was like, "Oh, he knows you from YouTube." Like, yeah. So that was cool. But yeah, people recognize me all the time. I see people in the airport. I see people at the gym. It's always stuff like that happening. I had it happen to me. I went to like a speakeasy. I think it was like the same week with her, and the owner pulled me to the side. He was like, "Hey, are you Corey Armstrong?" I was like, "Yeah, but why are you talking to me like this? Like like you a superhero and I'm the villain, right?" He's like, "No, man, I want you to like tag us in the post, man." I was like, "All right, bro, for sure." Why do you think about Flav City's content on clean eating and recommending shit a lot of people can't afford? I don't think about Flav City, right? I think I want to make it clear to y'all. Any man y'all tell me that's doing some shit, and you ask me my thoughts, I'm not gonna have much to say. It's gonna be boring every time because I don't think what these other motherfuckers is doing, man. I don't wake up like, "Oh shit, Flav City, what's he doing today?" Like, nah, man, I got better shit to do. Right? The fuck. Corey, do you have any tips for naturally skinny guys that struggle to put on weight? Yeah, get into a calorie surplus and lift weights. I'm naturally skinny. I'm what you call ectomorph. I have long limbs and short wrists and ankles, and I was able to do it, so you can do it as well. Are you a lover or a fighter? Example: if someone punched you real hard, would you fight back? I beat their ass. Yo, I'm from Detroit, man. We don't walk away. What do you mean? That's not even an option. I wouldn't even think twice. And they better really revel in that one punch that they was able to get, because after that it's over. It's over for them, right? That's my take on that. Have you ever tried fasting? Yeah, Joel Bryan, I talk about fasting a lot. Your record is 100 hours. Yeah, you passed my record, man. 72 hours is my record. Yeah, man, come on, man. You from Gary and you gonna ask me a question like that, bro? Come on, man. If you know, you know. Are you a Pistons fan? I used to be, before they traded everybody that I actually like. I was a Pistons fan until they traded for Allen Iverson, an old ass Allen Iverson. They traded Chauncey Bill. I never forget this shit. I was like, this team is going to the garbage can. We had just won the title like 3 years before this or something like that. And they just started like getting rid of the team, man. First they got rid of Ben Wallace. Well, I think they just didn't want to pay him. And then some other stuff happened. Oh, the Ben Wallace thing was crazy because that season we lost to, a young LeBron and the Cavs that went on to the finals to get swept by the Spurs. That was because there was an old ass C. Weber in the paint getting dunked on ferociously, right? Right? That wouldn't have happened if Ben Wallace was there. So that happens. And then the next season, something else happens. And then they trade Chauncey Billups, man, for an old ass Allen Iverson, man. And at that point, I was like, nah, Joe Dumars is tripping. I ain't about to fuck with the Pistons no more. So I started watching the Warriors. They had Baron Davis and Jason Richardson. This is before they became the Avengers, y'all. I know some of y'all is bandwagon fans, and y'all became fans when Steph Curry and them boys started winning all them chips. But I became a Warriors fan when they was trash, and gradually it's been really enjoyable to see them get better and better over the years. Antonio says, "Hope I'm having a great day. I'm having a fantastic day. I love to do this, man." Yo, who copying me with the emotes? That's a good question. Yo, Coach Corey, can you talk about fasting if you didn't already? Of course, Howard. You know what you want to know, man, because like you be fasting on my program. So Howard coming in being all modest. He came in, lost like 20 plus pounds on the program. I think we lost some more weight when he was fasting, like 5 to 10 pounds, something like that. But yeah, man, in a nutshell, intermittent fasting is a way to leverage your body's natural hormones so that you can actually lose fat faster because you're getting your body in a state where there's no glucose to actually run off of, and then it has to utilize fat to actually power you through your activity for the day. So there's tons of like benefits associated with it. I would need more specific questions to really get into that. But I would just say, just to name a few, it makes you more insulin sensitive. It makes you more, what do you call it? Leptin sensitive as well. It also, regulates your blood sugar as well as regulates your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, right? It actually allows your body time to detoxify itself naturally. And you go through a process called autophagy, which is a process in which your body actually breaks down old dead cells, right? That could be potentially cancerous and restores them, right? That's the magic of intermittent fasting. Joel is from Chicago. Chicago's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chief Keef. Corey's bread down there, keeping you, you wild. Faxes followed my videos and ended up with an eating disorder. Hey, you're welcome. Welcome to the club, man. I got the same eating disorder, baby. What are your target macros and calories to get my abs to pop? Sebastian, download my six-pack guide, man. It shows you in depth, man. I'm giving it to you guys as a free gift today. It's in the chat. You scroll up. It's also in the description of the video. It's completely free. Go get that. Corey, are you familiar with Dr. Sabi and with CMOS? Yeah, man. I've made a video about these alkaline vegans, man, and they are interesting breed for sure. I don't follow any of his teachings because he doesn't speak to what my goals are. Dr. Sebi or Sebi, however you say it, he was given information that surrounded helping people that were chronically ill overcome diseases naturally. I'm not chronically ill or have a disease that I got to overcome naturally. So I'm not the target demographic for his information. People who do follow it, typically they tell me that they get an abundance of like health benefits from those teachings, but he didn't have the goals like me, man. Dr. Sebi wasn't ripped. He didn't have a six pack. He didn't have big chest, arms, and muscle. I don't want to look like that motherfucker, man. You ever seen him? He's skinny as hell, man. I don't want to look like that. So I'm not. I'm not doing it. Oh, Melanie says I give good advice. Hey, Melanie, you got exceptional taste. Yeah, man. I gotta put that up there. Y'all seen that? Y'all see that? Yeah. I just found out I could put like the comments on the screen. I'm gonna start doing that more often. Yeah. Yeah, motherfuckers do be talking about sea moss like that shit is Superman in the flesh. Like sea moss gonna swoop in and heal all your ailments, right? Like, really? Is that really true? Um, Before I heard of Corey Armstrong, I was fat loser with no money. Since I found Corey Armstrong, I am now a billionaire and I have a six pack and I'm dating Margot Robbie. Yeah, man. If only, right? That was true. I could like put that on my website. Like, this could be you. So I appreciate the compliment, guys. They killed him off because he's saving people money. Yeah, people say that. What happened in somebody else's life, it ain't none of my business, man. But uh, a lot of people really resonate with his message, man, and they really feel like you get information from him they wouldn't have got otherwise, man. So that's always dope. Do you follow Thomas DeLure? Nope. Nope. I know who he is, though. I've seen some videos. He's cool, but I don't follow his videos or nothing like that. What day would you say you're going to start long form videos again? It's going to happen this summer. I just put some dates on my calendar with my video person to do that. So thank you for asking. I appreciate the consistent follow up. What's the best whey protein brand to buy? I don't know if there's a best, right? Like it really just depends on how well you digest it, as well as what the flavor is like. But guys, I gotta go. I gotta get on the meeting in like 7 minutes. I'm about to eat a protein bar or some shit to get this energy up. Um, Yo, what was most helpful today for you guys that came on the live stream, man? Type in the comments. Let me know what was most helpful. You ever traveled to do seminars back in the Midwest, South Bend, to be exact? Never. And I think maybe once I did a seminar. I wasn't the host of the seminar, but I attended somebody else's. Oh, Kim says she's been getting my emails. Hey, I appreciate the support. I'm glad those have been helpful. Is that Jay Dollar Sign? Jay Dollar Sign came through. My guy. Hope all is well. Okay, we getting some help out here. Hit the like and subscribe. Hey, I appreciate you, Denise. You will not be disappointed. Most helpful hormone discussion. Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, I'll talk about hormones more. My team actually been telling me I should tell you guys more about hormones. I don't know. I be feeling like it's boring. All right, y'all. Oh, before I go, I just saw one good question that I actually like. Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur? Charmander. Peace, y'all.